I need to understand right now what are you going to do in March? What's your schedule? Because I want you to cancel everything that you're gonna do if it's not going to the movies, okay? Because this month of March is gonna be stacked with amazing movies in releases. Okay, movies that will be waiting to come out since years now, and I don't know why. And they're coming out. They do it in March. I'm gonna talk about like the 6 biggest movies coming out on March and my expectations for it. So just don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and it helps a lot the channel. So let's talk about firstly about the one that I'm not expecting almost anything, which is Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Okay, I already did not like the first one from the start, so the second one is not hyping me, but it's helping a lot of people who like Shazam or like the DC from. But Shazam one for me was too much of a comedy for me. Because I read some of the comments that Shazam appeared, for example, Kingdom of Tomorrow, which is a Mark Waid one, which I recommend, which it's a comic that has a fantastic design on Shazam. He's a very serious character, more powerful than you can believe, because you watch on the movies, you think he's like that, but he's like Superman level on these comics. And it's a shame not to see that, but I'm hoping that with the starting over again with the DC, I hope they become more serious characters or Shazam, because I'm hating this one. I'm not putting any drama on the actor itself. He's just playing a role, but the Shazam family, it's not because it goes out with, at least they're going out with the with comedy itself, so at least they're gonna put the Shazam family so it gets corny all the way. Okay, so let's talk about a movie that I wasn't expecting until I saw the trailer on the Super Bowl, which was 65. Okay, if you're not understanding what the hell I'm saying, 65 is named because they're going, if I'm not mistaken, they're going through time. 65 million years ago, Adam Driver falls there, something like that. He finds dinosaurs. So I think it's gonna be a great movie, and I like to point the difference between this movie and Jurassic Park, mainly because now we are going to the world of the dinosaurs itself, not to some park, and we are not underpowered now because at least Under Driver now has a gun. He comes from the future, so it's more like a survival kind of thing, but he has a power to fight back against the dinosaurs. The only thing that I didn't like about this movie is gonna be an hour and a half, because I think I'm so used with the 2 hour movie thing, but in an hour and a half they can tell everything about the story. I'm gonna be happy, but at least they could have been developing a little bit more of the movie. But as I said, if they develop everything nice for 1 hour and a half, I'm not be bothered. But I like to see 2 hour movies now. Now another crazy movie that is coming out, and I watched the trailer literally yesterday. I read off the news about it, but the trailer itself, I only watched it yesterday, which was Cocaine Bear, which is for some reason based in real life experience that a bear ate too much cocaine and then he just got crazy and started killing everyone. I think they're gonna do, of course, a little bit of exaggeration from the real life itself, because on this movie he's gonna take a little bit more time to die, because as I read on the real story, he died in like 2 hours, something like this. So I think it's gonna take a little bit longer for him to go, but he's gonna kill more people. Of course, the killing spree effects are actually decent, but you see that the actors are like not that big characters. I mean, the actors itself, they're like B actors, something like that. But I mean, it's gonna be a movie that the community on the internet is just crazy for it, and they're gonna watch it because it's gonna be like one of the biggest meme movies of all time. Everyone who had watched this movie, I mean, the critics also gave a decent grade for this kind of movie. So I am very hopeful for this movie. I think it's gonna be great, but it's gonna be like a literal joke. Like, so don't go to the movie and say, "Oh, this is so crazy." Like, come on, you watch Fast and the Furious, so this is gonna be way normal. Then we have Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't expecting a lot of this movie. Like, I was gonna say, like, it was gonna be an average Hollywood movie for like an action science fiction movie based off of something crazy like a video game or a game, maybe a reboot from a movie. But this Dungeons and Dragons is literally based on the RPG, and I think, but after seeing the trailer, I think this movie is gonna be fire, because and Jesus Christ, the trailer is good because the comedy is amazing, the visual effects are not letting by anything. We're seeing dragons, seeing monsters, ugly mage there is gonna be a battle against. We're seeing all of the mythology that surrounds the RPG games, and having all of that with good actors playing awesome roles. I think this movie is gonna actually be good. I don't think it's gonna be a breathtaking movie, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be a very, very good movie. And I'm gonna save the best for last. So I'm now gonna talk about Creed 3. So if you're not familiar with Creed, I think you just needs to stop your life right now and just watch Creed 1 and 2. You don't have to watch the Rocky sequence, which has like 14 movies or something, but the first Creed movie I was already expecting because I like Stallone, and at the time I think Michael B. Jordan was just starting to do these big movies, but I think he blown up in that one because if I'm not mistaken, Stallone almost got an Oscar for his performance as a supporting actor, and he got an Oscar for directing the first Rocky movie. So I was expecting a lot from this movie, but you need to watch because the first one has amazing fighting sequences, awesome story. It's amazing the development of the characters. Creed is such a fantastic character. The second movie was better than the first one because the second one brought Rocky's nemesis to fight against Creed and bringing also Drago's son fighting against Creed. The fighting scenes were more amazing. The first one, like the choreography of the scenes were awesome. They are playing again, and they play with this thing that it's almost a fantastic thing. Like he's fighting against someone who is clearly bigger than him, stronger than him, but he surpasses his limits. And now the third one, we're gonna see more of his wife, about his daughter, and all of that was such amazing. And we saw in the end of the Rocky 2 he connecting finally with his family, and we know he's not gonna be on the next one, but we're now gonna see Jonathan Majors, who is huge, looking like literally the real life Hulk, bringing Adonis from retirement and making him face what he had left behind in his childhood, which was a friend that he got in jail. And I'm so pumped for this movie. And now the most hyped movie, I think is gonna be one of the best movies of the year, which is John Wick 4. Okay, Jesus Christ, I think John Wick, it is the best action franchise of all time. Like, there's no way there's some franchise better than this one right now. Having Keanu Reeves back at this character is just breathtaking. The first movie already coming off guard. I watched it and it was so awesome. Just an amazing fighting movie with Willem Dafoe in the casting. Also, you see that the budget wasn't the biggest one. It was like a good budget, but it wasn't like a pilot movie for maybe a next sequence to go on. So who knows? The second movie was already a great development from the first one with better fighting scenes, more details. And on the third one, I think they were like, okay, we need to make way more fighting scenes than the first one and the second one. So we have like 2.5 hours movie with almost fighting scenes all over the place. There's like 20 minutes of like breaks of like we're not gonna have any shooting, killing, stabbing, kicking, anything like that. And then the rest of the movie is just slaughter of anyone in their way. You almost delivering a baby for so much pleasure is seen on the screen. It's so iconic, it is amazing, and the fourth one deserves to be spoken because it is gonna be the next movie after John Wick 3, which was he was recovering from the almost death fall that he had at the end of the third movie. And we're gonna have Lawrence Fishburne back, which was Morpheus from Matrix. We're gonna have also Donnie Yen and Bill Skarsgård. We're gonna see so many stacked characters in this movie, so I'm so happy. I think this is with Mission Impossible one of the best action franchises that we have now. This is the kind of movie that you just don't miss because the fighting scenes are amazing and they have a thing that is more important or as important as the fighting sequences, which is a good story behind it. And it's so amazing to see all of that coming to screen after a long time, and I think this is gonna be the best movie. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like. And I will see you on the next video. So goodbye and peace.